let's unbox, do a review, and test out this Goldenmate UPS, Universal Power Supply, a battery backup for your computer, for your NAS, for your network stack, and many other uses out there. Now, what makes this UPS unique is that it comes right out of the box with lithium-ion phosphate battery instead of the traditional sealed lead acid battery, and there are many advantages to that. So I have been using multiple backup system that uses lithium-ion phosphate, and I can tell you I really enjoy it, so this is going to be a fun thing to do. Let's talk about it. I'm ArtIsRight. Full disclosure, Goldenmate sent me this for me to do unboxing, review, and testing. All the opinions you're about to hear regarding this are solely going to be my own. And what we're going to do in just a moment after the unboxing is that I'm going to plug the computers that I have. This is a 27-inch 4K display, BenQ PD2770U, along with my Mac Studio. This is an M2 Ultra. We're going to plug in and we're pretty much going to run the machine normally. In fact, what I'm going to do is probably do an export task or something where it's taking up a lot of power and see how it does when we lose power from this main unit. So this is going to be a fun test. All right, so let's start out by taking a look at what comes in the box. You get this beefy power cable, and the connection on here is not the normal computer connection that you see. I have to get the name for this. I don't know exactly or don't remember exactly what it is, but it's one of those different connectors that it has. It also comes with a USB type A to USB type B, and this is just a 2.0 one. And the reason why they give you this is so that you can plug this into a computer, a NAS, and so forth, so that if it triggers a power off, you can use it that way. I mean, you can use any other USB cord for that matter. Comes with a little booklet. That's pretty much it. This is the Goldenmate UPS. The unit that they sent me is the 1500VA. And pretty much what you have on the back are very simple. A USB type B connector. This is for a 2.0. The power connector. This is a reset unit. There's 8 power outputs here. This is where you can plug in. And all of these are actually listed as UPS, so they're all part of the battery backup. They're not separate or anything like that. I know that some of them will also act as a surge protector. This one just do an entire full backup. On the side, there's not much there. This is pretty much made out of just white plastic. And pretty much on the very front of the unit, what we have are USB type C, USB type A, a power button, a screen button, and also 2 buttons that tells you the status of the machine, along with a screen to tell you what's really going on. This is pretty much it. I mean, it is very simple when you really unbox these things. So what I didn't do is power it on first. I just put in the power and this was charging up, but you have to also hold down the power button to activate this. And now this display is on, and let's power on the computer. So I'm not going to link up the USB cable to this, but the USB cable would be used mostly in a case when you have like a NAS running and you want to be certain that this communicates with the NAS and tell the NAS to turn itself off. That would be the situation where you would want to use that in. All right. So now we have the computer turned on and running on the system right now. So this is all running through this, and this is getting power from the wall at the moment. Let's log into the system. So the one thing about these UPS power supply that makes them really neat is the fact that the battery cycle on these are much longer, meaning that you can actually go through multiple discharge cycle. I mean, these are rated to have a 10+ year span and 3,000+ cycle. Most of the time, you don't go through power outage that often, so these will tend to last that much longer. The other reason why I like lithium-ion phosphate battery as a battery backup is that because it can provide power up until the moment it actually goes to like 0%, where it can't hold charge anymore, where it's running out of battery. Whereas I said before, in the lead acid battery, not only do you have to replace them every few years, but the other thing too is that they tend to drop out. Like, they'll give you a good amount of power for a moment in time, and even though it might say you have 30 minutes, they'll probably give you maybe like 15, 20 at the very most, and then it just drops out. There's no gradual transition or anything like that. It's just pretty much gone. So that's the other thing to note that I think is a big difference between these. Now this can supply everything. So what I'm going to do though is, let's just for fun run my normal Lightroom Classic benchmark. So we're just going to export some files, and then what I'm going to do is disconnect the power from this UPS, and let's see what it does. So there's a beep there, and I'm going to turn this a little bit sideways because I want to see what's happening. And this is pretty much the first impression as much as it comes. So there's a beep going on right now. I think it might have lost power momentarily there. But yeah, so the screen in the front is telling how much power is going in, how much power is going out. It's pretty much just almost a direct correlation when you're running direct this way. It's taking also some power to charge up the battery. So what I'm going to do is, let's do an export on these. So this is pretty much doing the full export right now. I know I'm not doing a screen sharing, but it's using the CPU and GPU fully. And the power usage on here is 120 volt AC, but the power usage is going up. It's hovering between, I would say, like a little bit over 200 watts, and it's going down to like about 100 watts depending on when the CPU and the GPU cores peak and everything on the system. And what we're going to do now, it's going to be quite simple. So what I'm going to show you here is on the back. So these are the two cords where my computer is going into right there. And then this is just pretty much the power from the wall. And I am simply, let's just pull this and see if this whole thing just pretty much stays on. So it just clicks off, it beeps. It's letting me know right now that, hey, power is gone. I am pretty much just running this on the battery at the moment. And yep, it's just beeping, telling me that the power has been disconnected, you lost power. So I just pressed that button right there. Let's mute this for just a moment. All right, so by holding down that button, you can either turn off the screen, or the other thing is just disable the sound, saying, hey, you're aware, this is pulling power directly from the battery right now. The only thing though that I would say that I can't see at the moment is I can't see the runtime on the screen. It doesn't tell me how much runtime I have approximately. So that would be like the one thing to note on here. Like, it doesn't really tell you that, but it tells you how much power is pulling. And this is just pretty much running it directly from the UPS. Now, as far as how long this is going to last, that will be like a testing that I am going to share with you later on. But this is just literally my first initial impression and everything. But this is pulling about 200 watts of power along with this display at the very same time. And it's actually just running just fine without any problems whatsoever. Like you can see on the back, these are just the two cords. One is powering the display, one is powering the computer. And the UPS does not have the power going into it right now. So let me simulate what would happen if we plug the power back in. So it just picks up the power. The red light in the front stopped blinking, and this is pretty much telling us that it's now charging up the battery again. A few additional thoughts I have about this Goldenmate UPS along with some specs. I do want to point out that right now I have my 27-inch 4K along with my M2 Ultra Max Studio plugged in directly to this UPS power supply, and this UPS is not plugged into the wall. So on the back, one power is for the computer, the other one for the display, and where the power in the wall usually comes in, I have this disconnected at the moment. The fan is not running, and there is a slight hum, so you do hear that. If you're in a sound recording studio, you probably want to set this somewhere else, but if you're just using this in a normal environment, if you're a photographer like myself, or you're just doing video editing, this is really not going to be a big deal in terms of just the sound that is coming from this particular device. It is just a very, very low hum. So that's really great. Now, Goldenmate did thought a lot about the protection for this device. They've built in short circuit, over voltage, over current, and also overheating protection into these particular units. So if something is not working right, it's going to air out so that you are safe. But particularly, I like plugging my devices into these power supply or these UPS because of a few reasons. Number one, even though you may not be using the battery capability, when you need it, it's there so you can save off your work and you shut down the computer before anything happens. So that's always a great thing. But the main thing is that this also acts as a surge protector, protecting your more expensive equipment by having it run through this first, should anything ever happen. So that's the first thing. Secondly, this is also outputting pure sine wave. It's taking all those harmonics out from the power source, and it's cleaning up the power so that you deliver a clean power to your electronic device. Now, this is in general going to make your devices last longer, is better for your electronics components and so forth. Whether this is something that you're going to see extrapolated over a long period of time, most of the time I'll probably say you're probably going to upgrade this before the power becomes an issue. But nonetheless, you know, and you have the peace of mind of having clean power going to your system. Now, I have deployed systems very similar to this in multiple different types of setup. I mean, in my creative studio, I do that. I power my network stack with this. I've also powered other network stack in other offices where I set up their networks and so forth so that they can continue to work even though the power has gone out, or any other type of environment that needs continuous power. These are great devices to have because the cut-in time is really short. As I demoed earlier, when we were exporting with Lightroom, this setup is pulling a little bit over 200 watts of power, and the moment we disconnect that, it just beeps, but this continues to chug along just fine as if it was still connected to the wall power, and that's exactly what we want. So the kick-on time for this is between 4 to 6 milliseconds, which is extremely short. Now, some specs to know about this particular one is this is a 1500VA unit. They sent me the max power output that it can draw from devices connected together is 1000 watts. The battery capacity is 296.96 watt hours. Let's call that 297, round it up, so that's a nice number. The max runtime that they have quoted is at 600 watts of power, 25 Celsius or 77 Fahrenheit. You're going to get about 30 minutes of runtime. The temperature is going to make a difference in terms of how long this can last because these are lithium battery. They are a little bit more sensitive to that, but nonetheless, you're going to get around that range, and I wouldn't even worry about it much. To fully charge this up, it takes about like 4 hours, as I already told you. The transfer time is in milliseconds and is 4 to 6 milliseconds. That's extremely short. It's great. It has 8 power outlets on this one. The weight of this is 33.07 pounds, so it's just something to be aware of there. And the power cord on this particular unit, the one they give you, is 1.5 meters or 4.9 feet. You can always get a longer one to use for this, but I would definitely get the one with the thicker gauge that can handle the power that this unit is going to pull. Otherwise, in my testing, I mean, I really like this unit so far. This has been a really great first impression. And the other thing that I do want to point out is that this particular one is made for these lithium-iron phosphate cells, the LFP cells that they have put into this particular device. And that's really nice because the moment that the power or the battery backups kick in, you just hear that click and there's just that light hum. That's pretty much it. On a normal UPS that is designed for a sealed lead acid battery, even though you may replace that lead acid with a lithium battery, what you still get is a machine that's been programmed for those specific traditional type of batteries. So the moment you disconnect the power, you hear the fan running. You can disable the sound, but you're going to hear the fan running, and that's the first thing you're going to hear. This is not something that's happening with this device. So that's another great thing about getting a device that is designed specifically for lithium battery from the ground up and comes with that, and you don't have to replace the cell. So a lot of really great things working with this. I'm going to give you another update probably like in a month or so once I have this test out a little bit longer to give you my thoughts and feedback about this particular Goldenmate UPS. But anyway, so far it's been great. I hope you like this. Give this a like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'm Art, and thank you for your time.